Hello everyone and welcome. This is Sue from Sue's Paper Creations, and I'm just getting myself a new sheet of graph paper to create tonight. Welcome wherever you are watching from. Let me just get this out. I need a fresh sheet for another one. There we go, of our sneak peeks for today. Hello there, Connie, how are you? I just sent a little catalog to you in the mail, so it should be getting there pretty quick. So, if you are joining me for the first time, let me know where you are watching from. I myself am creating from Victoria, BC, British Columbia, so from the west coast of Canada. And you guys have landed here with Sue's Paper Creations. So thank you for joining me. It has been like a little whirlwind in my craft room the last week or so, as we have been working through 12 days of sneak peeks. So from December the 26th to January the 6th, I am sharing with you new products that are going to be released from a new mini catalog, celebration, which is always our favorite time of year with all those freebies, as well as some online exclusives that are also hitting the online store on January the 7th as well. So I am excited to share with you today one of the offerings from our celebration brochure. Like I said, that will start on the 7th, and it is super cute. I wanted to try, there is some samples in the celebration brochure about some little tiny tall cards. So I am going to make for you some little mini slimline cards using some celebration papers. We are just going to make up the recipe as we go, and you guys will kind of see how easy it is to create a little envelope just from a 6x6 piece of paper, and then little mini coordinating cards. So that's what we're going to be working on today. What else can I share with you? I'm going to be going live tomorrow. Let me see here, we are the 2nd. Are we a Thursday today? It's so hard to keep track in between Christmas and New Year's. We are a Thursday today, right? Tomorrow is Friday. Yes. So tomorrow I am going to be going live at 8 a.m. We are going to do our sneak peek, but Friday I'm starting to go live on a regular basis, and it is going to be we grab our cuppa, whatever it may be, coffee, tea, whatever you like to have in the morning, and we just connect and create. So I'm going to be going live. Tomorrow's time will be 8 a.m., so bright and early. Okay. All right. Yes, it is Thursday. Goodness. Like I said, it's been a busy week. So yes, tomorrow, Friday morning, 8 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Okay, you will catch me here, and we're going to create something from some new goodies coming out again. All right, this is fun checking it all out together. All right, so I'm going to head on down to my workspace as you're all hopping on. Hello, good evening. I guess it is evening for those of you on the East Coast. Probably looking at anywhere in between, 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock. Let's see here. We got Alberta in the house, probably 5 o'clock for you. Maybe having a little watch here as you get ready for dinner. All right. Okay, Mary Carol MC. This is awesome. Okay, so like I said, we're gonna do a celebration little sneak peek. I wish that I could crack open these catalogs. I will be doing that with you on the 7th. I'm going to be cracking them open, and we are going to go through, and I will show you all my favorites. I'll also pull out all of the cards that we've made so far. Yesterday I did not go live. I ended up just spending the day with some friends, with some family, and just kind of catching up. So I did not end up going live yesterday, but I did post a little video of a card that you could check out yesterday. So I'm back today and I'm excited. All right, so let's check out, coming out of this book here, and actually the greetings. The greetings we're going to use from this set here, which is the heart-shaped. We did a card as a sneak peek a couple days ago. It was so pretty using this. Let me just grab it. We have been busy. Like, we've made so many cards already in these sneak peeks. And I won't pull them all out now, but if you're just tuning in and kind of hanging out with us for the first time, you've landed in a great community and welcome. But I will go through them all when I go through the catalog on the 7th. I'll pull out the cards that we have made so far for the sneak peeks, as well as a couple other ones I've been working on. And then you can see like just the differences of the stuff that is in the catalog versus different ideas that we've come up with here. So just different ways you can use things. But we're going to use the greetings actually from this set for our little mini slimlines. We're going to use the thank you. I love the little hello. And just because I care is what we're going to use, because I think I'm going to make 3. They're going to be that quick and easy. I think we can pull off 3 of these today. Okay. So I'm going to show you this fabulous paper called Fruit Salad. It's not a great name for a package of paper, and as you could imagine, it has tossed up every type of fruit imaginable in these papers. So there is 12 different designs, different fruit. I love them all because the way that they've created the papers, it's really quite clever. Like, it's going to be easy to cut out some of the images if you want to use them for little accents on cards, which we're going to do a little bit of fussy cutting, not much today, but you've got like the, you know, a pattern which kind of textured and fuzzy little dots here, like the outside of a kiwi, and then you see the inside. Same with the apples. And then in here, you can almost see like they're trying to do the inside of the apple core there. The pears, we've got oranges, all right? The outside of an orange, the inside of an orange. I love it. Then we've got some fruit salad. Love the fruit salad. Then we've got pineapples, pineapple slices, and the full pineapples. We've got melons. Okay, we have got citrus, the inside and outside of the citrus. They're just so bright and cheery. I love them. In fact, they remind me of, it may have been a celebration set of papers, or maybe it was just a spring release. It's hard to remember. Oh my goodness, I've been doing this for 17 years. I want to say it was probably, some of you, I'm trying to think if any of you were at this class, might remember, but it was, we did a little class and we made little tiny fruit, little tiny enclosures. They were tall and skinny when we had little note cards that were that shaped with envelopes. And then we also took a mason jar and we whitewashed the outside of it. This was all part of the class. So first we painted the jar, then we made like a dozen little note cards with little fruit on them. Papers had little tiny mini fruit, so they were a bit smaller. There's the banana, another fruit salad, pomegranate. But then we put the note cards inside the jar, and then we tied and did a little tag around it. It was just the cutest thing for a gift. So I'm going to show you how to make some really easy note cards, and I think these would be great that you could package them up. You could probably put them inside like a fancy mason jar or something and give them away as a gift, right? Okay. I have the other paper too. Can't remember when I purchased it. Yeah, it was quite a long time ago. Janice, you did that class. How many years? How many years ago do you think that was? I know Dee was here. Trying to think who else was here. I remember we painted down in the family room. Then we had all the stamping stuff up in the living room. We like took over the whole house as we did this project. It was fun though, right? It was quite a few years ago. All right. So I am going to do cards. I wanted to pick just a couple fruit to work with. I have to look back at my pictures. I know I could probably do that too. We're going to do apples, pears, and kiwi. Okay. So to do this, what I'm going to do, the orange one, I know that one is pretty spectacular too, isn't it? But I want to do one with, we're going to use the insides and the outsides. So I'm actually going to pull in 2 sheets of each because I'm going to need to use a little bit of a second sheet. And in the package of paper, so again, this is going to be a package that you get with a celebration offer. So a $75 order starting in the month of January after the 7th, and the packages have 4 sheets of each pattern, so 48 sheets of 6x6. If you happen to do my the birthday cake, I actually did a little sampling of the papers, like I think 6 of each different ones I put as a little bonus in your cake celebration package, just because I had just gotten them and they were so cute I had to share. Okay. All right. So we're going to start with our envelope. Okay. And normally I wouldn't start with the envelope. I would just decorate up an envelope. But because we're going to try and make a new pattern, I haven't done this before. So a new pattern with, and do a little mini slimline card. I want to know what size the envelope is going to turn out first. In that way, then I can make the card to coordinate and fit inside the envelope. Okay, I don't want to guess what it's going to be and then the envelope not fit, because we're going to make cute envelopes with matching cards. Okay, you'll see. Are we ready? Let's do it. So for the envelope, I'm going to use this side, and I might decorate it up later on with a pear on at the front as well, so we can decorate up, maybe use the pear and work it as a seal for the little envelope. Like, how cute would that be? But we're going to go outside. So the envelope is going to be this paper. All right. So I need my bone folder, and I'm going to need some tear tape. I'm going to need some scissors, and I'm going to need my paper cutter, trimmer, all that good stuff. Okay. All right. So here we go. We're trying something new. It's always exciting when we try something new, isn't it? Okay. So I'm going to take and I'm going to create an envelope. Because I'm not quite sure what size I'm going to end up making, I'm going to make it just start by rolling this into a roll like this. Okay. I'm going to overlap it enough, making sure that it matches top and bottom. And some of you may say, oh, I couldn't do that. Just guessing at it. But you know what? Give it a whirl. You can do it. So I am going to make it so that it's overlapping enough for the tear tape. Okay. And we are flush top and bottom. Then we're just going like this. Okay. And we are just going for it. Squishing that down. Okay. Is it even? I think it is. Oh, that worked out pretty good. Let's see. Is it flush? It is. That's pretty good. I just want to make sure that it is going to be even. It's slightly off. So I'm going to just scooch it a bit. There. It's close enough. Okay. So now I know that my card width has to be, let's see how wide this ended up being. It ended up being, let's see here, we have got 1, 2 3/4. So this is 2 3/4. So I'm going to write this down so you guys can kind of imagine what we're doing here. So 2 3/4, that is this distance. Okay, that's this distance. We're just going to just mark up our paper here. This is 6 inches right now, but what I'm going to need to do is I need to make a folding flap, and I need to make a bottom. Okay, so again, if you're just joining in, let us know where you're watching from. We are making a mini slimline card with these adorable fruit salad papers, but we're making this all from scratch, and we are starting with an envelope. Okay, so I'm going to go 1/2 inch, and I'm going to score that up from the bottom. Okay, and then I want the top flap to be slightly bigger than that, so I'm going to go 3/4 inch. Sound good? 3/4 inch from the top, 1/2 inch from the bottom. We know the top and bottom because look at the pattern. Okay, all right, you follow me so far? Hopefully I haven't lost anyone yet. Okay, now what we're going to do is we are going to just score like so. Okay, my paper's moving around like crazy. And then I am going to see where my score line is here. I am going to cut out this. Did I go over? It's okay. This and this. Okay, so this is how, if you are doing slimline cards and you have got a surplus, which let's all admit, we all have a little paper, you know, we're all a fan of paper, and so we probably have a stack of 12 by 12 sheets of paper in which, you know, you may not love the pattern. They're kind of maybe just a neutral pattern of some sort, tone on tone, or a crazy pattern. You can use those for your slimline cards. Okay, it's easy. I love making envelopes for slimline cards and using up my 12 by 12 sheets. So all we're doing today is we're making like a little mini version for enclosures. And I think that these papers will be perfect, especially if you are one to make homemade jams and jellies. You'll be able to give those as gifts with a little tiny card, right? Because these will be perfect. So I want to show you the little snippet I took out of there. Okay, so I wedged it, and then you can see how I've gone up just a little bit. Okay, this is going to come together like that. All right, then we're going to do the top. So I'm going to do the same thing, just a little shimmy there, right? So on the angle, and then shimmying it out just a little bit. I don't overthink it. Just go out maybe, I don't know, 1/4 inch, not even. And then just hit it right to where the two score lines meet. Okay, little wedge like that. Okay, do the same on this side. So just imagine this in a tall version, using a 12 by 12, which you wouldn't use the whole 12 by 12, but it will allow you to make your envelopes for your slimline cards too. Okay, let me get out my tear tape, and we are going to take a little strip here. There we go. What a great way. Yes. I'm sure you've got lots stashed, right? Okay, so let me just see here. I'm going to do it, I'm just having a look which way I want to fold it over. And I think I'm going to fold it over long side first, short side, so it's more in the middle. Okay, and then I'm going to just put my tear tape right here, like that. And then I'm just going to just apply it. There we go. Love your nail color. You know, I have to giggle a little bit because these these little nail colors that I have here that I put on every once in a while, they are actually little stickers. They're those like little decals. I can't remember which company it is, but I mean, they are super reasonable and it's kind of fun to apply them. And then, I mean, they last a few days. So thank you. Put them on a couple days ago. All right. So now we've got our cute little envelope. Okay. And you can see that's going to make the cutest envelope for the Slimline card. Which dies are you using? I am not using Maureen's just popping on. This is not a die. We just created this, so you have to watch the replay, or I'll do it actually for the other two as well quickly. But we just created this envelope. And now we're going to create cards that will fit into the envelope. This is why you can see why I wanted to do the envelope first. Okay, so the envelope ends up being, let's see here, 4 3/4 by 2 3/4. So this is going to be 4 3/4, and that's 2 3/4. Okay, so that is our envelope. So that means the card that we make is going to have to be smaller than that, right? So let's take 1/4 inch off, shall we, for our height, and we'll go 4 1/2. We're doing some major math here. Whew. And then the width here we'll do 2 1/2. Okay, and that way we have lots of clearance for our card. So we are going to make cards that are 4 1/2 by 2 1/2. So like a little slimline card from our cute little 6x6 papers. Okay, so let's do it. I'm going to get out some white cardstock. I did have a sheet here. I'm going to just use this one. And we are going to need to do which? 4 1/2. That's 4 1/2, yeah. Okay, and then 4 1/2 by 2 1/2. But, oh, I'm just short. I knew I cut it the wrong way. Hold on. I got so many scraps of white paper sitting around here. Okay, so let's do it this way first, because I need 5 inches this way, because we need the card to be 2 1/2. So you have to times that by 2, and then we're going to go 4 1/2. You see what I'm doing here? As the math's going in my head. And then we're going to score this at 2 1/2. Okay, so this will give us, so this is 5 by 4 1/2, which will give us a little tiny slimline card that will be 2 1/2 by 4 1/2. And look at that, it's going to fit in there perfect. Love it. Okay, just the right size to attach to gifts. You got it. So let me grab, let's see what size this is. I'm using up all my scraps. Oh, that's perfect. I'm going to quickly cut 2 more. Okay, so 4 1/2 is the height. Then we're going by 5. We're going to do 2 more because we are going to make 3 of these. So if you missed the envelope action, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to make the 2 envelopes, other envelopes right now. And that way we can then decorate all 3 of the cards at the same time. Okay, so I'm going to put all these aside. Now that we know exactly the size that we need for our slimline, there it is there. We've got our 3 cards, 1, 2, 3. Okay, and I'll quickly walk you through how I found that again, just in case you're just catching up. I'm going to grab 1 out of each of these, and we're going to make envelopes. See how this is the opposite pattern, right? So we're going to make envelopes. We're going to make an apple, a kiwi, and a pear card. A slimline card, okay? A mini slimline card. So I just pinched it in, overlapped it enough. Now that I know basically how wide this is going to be, I can kind of guide it. 1, 2 3/4, right about there. roughly. So we're just squishing it so that it overlaps enough I can use my tear tape. Squishing it down. Okay, there's one. So we've got a squish tube basically, like that. Let's do one more. Okay, we should be good. Let's see, enough for tear tape, about there. And just make sure that your paper's straight so that you don't end up with an angled envelope like I'm about to do here. I think that should be good. That looks pretty good there. Okay, like that. Like that. Have we got enough lap? Yep, we do. Perfect. Okay. Then, this is the envelope. So then we're going to take and we're scoring on the bottom. We're coming up 1/2 inch. From the top, 3/4 of an inch. Okay. Around 2021 when we did mini cards with the fruit. No, it couldn't have been that. That's, have I forgotten already, Janice? I thought it was longer than that. 1/2 inch. 1/2 inch. There we go. Hello, Monica. We are creating cute little slimline cards with fruit salad paper. And I am just creating the envelopes. So you're going to take and, I mean, you could mix and match the patterns, but I'm taking 2 sheets of the same pattern. I'm using one side for the envelope and one side I'm going to decorate up the card. Okay. So the envelope, you end up using 1 sheet. That is loud on that glass mat, isn't it? Okay, let's do our trimming quickly. So I'm doing those wedges, cutting out those little corner pieces and just angling them slightly, just a little bit, a smidgen as I like to say. Okay, and then we'll do the same here. Perfect. Okay, there's one. Once we get this part done, then we're going to have some fun decorating them. The decorating is going to go quite quickly. I did texture a little bit of cardstock just to add as an accent on these cards. So I went through my scraps again. Making little mini cards and stuff is awesome to use up all your stash of your little pieces of cardstock. Decorate the fronts of the cards with just scraps that you've got in your craft room, because you actually get to use them to make beautiful things, right? Okay. Whew, I'm working up a storm here. Either that or I think I'm having a hot flash. Either way. Sweater. Whew, had to lose the sweater. It was a cardigan sweater. Okay, there we go. Sealing those up. And let's do this one. Now, here's a question for you as we're working with our little fruits here. We're working with pears, kiwis, and apples. Out of those 3, what is your favorite? If you had to pick a favorite out of apples, pears, or kiwi, what would be your pick? That's the big question, as we've got our cute little papers here. When the girls were young, they used to eat a lot of kiwi because it was soft and I would cut it up into little circles and they loved it. I myself love apples. I probably eat one. Pears, apples, pears, pears. See, for me, pears, I don't know what it is. It's the grit. Like it's the texture of a pear. I don't know if I'm alone on that one, but the texture of a pear, I love baking and the taste, like the flavor of a pear, but the actual texture, I find that one hard. So for me, it goes, although it goes apple, it would go apple, pear, and then kiwi. And again, the kiwi thing, it's a texture, right? Some people, it just is. Okay, so we're going to decorate up our cards. We've done our envelopes, and I must say they are the cutest little envelopes, are they not? And that was made out of a 6x6, okay? Then we're going to decorate up our cards, and I want to do one, the theme of pear, one apple, and one kiwi, okay? And that way we have got a little bit, so it can't choose. Oh, there go kiwis. Yes, see, it's ripe off the tree. So looks like definitely apples and pears beat the kiwis, right? But the kiwis are so pretty. Okay, so we're gonna go, do we remember how wide our card is? It's 2.5, right? So I'm gonna go 2 1/4. And then the height of our card was 4.5. So we're gonna go 4 1/4. Now I'm gonna decide which end I wanna pick from. I think I wanna go this end. Yeah, because I wanna have this, be able to see that one near the top. Okay, so there is, look at how sweet that is. There is one of our fronts started. We're going to end up doing a little bit more. And then we're probably going to cut out maybe one of these pears. We'll use it as a little seal for the top of our envelope, which will be really cute. And then we may use one to decorate up our card too. We'll see how it goes. Like I said, we're just going for it. I saw the paper and it reminded me of, yeah, the little note cards that we made with fruit paper before that I loved. So this is going to be very cute for the fronts. Okay, now we still have all of these. Just trying to think what you could do. You could make cute little gift card holders with that, or wrap around a gift card. You could. Like I said, I might cut out a little apple or something to go on the front to decorate. We'll start with just putting these on. Okay, so let's get out our glue and we're going to add our pattern paper. All right, so we'll start with this. All right, there's our little pear. Here's our kiwi. Now, if your mini cards here, because they're 5 by, we had to cut pieces that were 5 by 4.5. I mean, it is a little bit of an awkward size because of the 4.5. I'm just thinking cardstock wise, you could get 4 of them out of a 12 by 12, but you wouldn't be able to get 4 of them out of a 8.5 by 11 because of the height. So if you wanted to change things slightly different, now that we've done this, because I just went with this height, but if you wanted to be able to get 4 of these note cards out of one sheet of 8.5 by 11, then you would want to make them 4 1/4 height. Okay, can you see where I'm going? If you wanted to do that, 4 1/4 height. And then what you could do is you could make your envelopes you know, you can make them slightly smaller, which would just mean going here 1 full inch from the top, and that would make the difference. Okay, is there a reason to put the glue on the card base instead of the back of the DSP? That's a good question. I never thought about it that way. I have no idea why I do that. It's just the way that I do. Yeah, I mean, maybe it's because I find that then I can hold this down because it's kind of flappy like that. That's a great question. Even I don't have an answer for it. I probably switch it up every time I do it, but that's okay. All right, so there is, this was supposed to be the kiwis. Did you mean to put the kiwi that way? No. Oh my goodness. I'm chatting. That's why. I'm trying to multitask and chat. Okay. I can't have that because we need the kiwis showing. So, do you know what we're going to do? Watch this tricky move. We're going to make it even better. We're going to go like that. That's too funny. There, we're going to layer it up. Even better than the other ones, right? There we go. Make sure I put it down the right way. Okay. There. Oh, Christine, you guys always keep me on track. Awesome. Okay. So there is our little papers. Here's our little envelopes. Now we can decorate them up, right? So I'm going to bring in, let's see. Did I run this yet? Not yet. I'm looking for, where is it? Here it is. Okay, I'm going to run some textured paper. Okay. So I just grabbed some scraps that I had. Okay. And I am grabbing a little bit of yellow to go on this one, a little bit of green, and a little bit of Lost Lagoon. Okay. Master of improv. Oh, I tell ya. I'm a good thing that my mind does think of solutions quickly. Some days quicker than others, right? Okay. Hey, in a way, I guess you get to see some, the way that my mind works through things, which maybe that will help you with your creating. Seeing my mind process. I have got 1/2 inch and I'm going to cut it to like 2 inches. And I'm just going to go like that off to the side. We just want to break up the pattern ever so slightly, and I couldn't wait to get a piece of this Granny Apple Green on this apple card. I think that's going to be really sweet. So let's do 3/4 of an inch on that one. I may trim it still. We'll see. And then what color have we got? Yellow. Let's just chop this down to 2 1/4. Make it a little longer. Okay, put that one all the way across. Okay, so there we have got. Missed the beginning, and we'll watch from the beginning. Yes, yeah, you're gonna want to check out how to make the envelopes, because you could make any size envelopes using the same way. Okay, so I'm gonna use the green, and we're just gonna go like this. We're gonna do our Lost Lagoon there, and we've got our line there. Now I'm thinking that a little bit of twine would be cute, right? And then we definitely need, I'm going to see if we can add a little kiwi. We'll see if we've got space on the card, because they are tiny cards. So we may even just have a little 1/2 slice of pear or 1/2 slice of apple. Just got to find my paper snips in the midst of all my mess. And I am going to just use the scraps that I've got here, and we will cut a little kiwi out. Okay, and that way we can add it to the side like that. We have got an apple. Ooh, do I want red? Do I want green? I think I can go with the red one because it's on the edge. Hold on. It is spectacle side. Time for the glasses. I am finding I need them more and more with my little fussy cutting. Okay, and I'm going to cut out even the little leaf here. And we'll see what I end up doing with this. But we'll have it ready just in case. And then tonight I'm going to be, maybe I will probably post it after I make it. I'm going to be working on a baby card. I actually got to shop for some cute little baby things today. Oh my goodness. It was so much fun. The neighbor, they just had a little baby girl, and I was so excited because it was like flashback from, of course, buying all the cutest little tiny things for my girls. So me and Katie, I met Katie at the mall, and she definitely helped me pick some cute stuff out. Okay, I want, where's my pear? I want maybe a little, let's see here. I want a yellow one. Okay. Oh, I don't want to cut from the outside though. That seems like a waste, doesn't it? I'm going to cut this one out. And I'll make this work because I'll put my greeting on the bottom of it. I just don't want to cut right into the center of that beautiful piece of paper. So I'm going to be making a bit of a baby card tonight. And I'll let you know what I come up with. Okay. All right. So there's our little pear. So we got a little pear, we got a little apple. The apple definitely needs to be cut down in size, and we've got a kiwi. Okay. There's some fruit. We need some greetings. First, let's glue down our texture. We are going to add our piece of fruit, and then I'm going to put it right over to the side like that. And then we're going to add some twine, and we're going to add some greetings to these. And we're going to make them all different greetings. We're going to use, like I said, the heart-shaped stamp set that we used the other day with our beautiful heart little, we were able to do that kind of shadow look. And let's see, this is bothering me because the plaid is off. So I'm just going to go like that. And then I'm going to trim it up. It was in there crooked, so there. That's better. That's more better. Okay, put this one across like that. Okay. All right. So next up, greetings. We're going to bring in just some white, and I'm going to use this color that's in here is Early Espresso, and I think I have that out already. So I'm going to grab the Early Espresso. There you are. I have some scrap white paper, and we're going to stamp our little greetings, okay? Please don't cover the green apple. You mean this green apple? This green apple. Probably this green apple. I already did. I was trying to find a new baby to give a dino. That dino set is super cute. Yeah, there's definitely some cute little baby ones coming out. I do not have the dino set yet. Keyword being yet, of course. Let me just see if this will. Yep, that'll work. But I have some other stuff coming this week from the new catalog. So more to share. So I'm going to stamp my greetings just on here, and I'm going to do what I call a little crooked cut. Okay, there's one. Now, if you are stamping little tiny words like this, and you don't want to have to try and get out your big paper cutter to cut things down, or to cut a small piece of paper thinner and thinner and thinner, because you know you're just going to end up cutting it crooked and crooked and crooked. Cut it crooked on purpose. That's what I say. I love the way that thank you comes out. That's a good one. So I'm going to take my paper snips, and I'm going to do, I'll start with my hello, and I'm going to cut it crooked on purpose. So I'm going to go on an angle. I'm going to go on an angle like this. Then I'm going to chop it like this. Then I'm going to chop it like that. Okay, so there we go. Crooked cut, crooked on purpose, so you don't have to worry about it being straight. You like that? I'm going to do my little happy apple over here like this, and I'm going to put my little greeting maybe coming from here like that. And then what we're going to do is we need a little twine in behind there. So let's grab a little bit, and let's get out my dimensionals. Where are you? Where are you? There you are. And I'm going to make it so that this is raised up, and our greeting is going to be flat, but I'm going to put some twine in behind the apple. So I'm going to grab a little bit of tear tape. Okay. You like the crooked cut? I know. I'm a fan of the crooked cut. Right? No worries. Don't have to worry about it. Especially if you're just doing like little greetings like this on little cards. I think it actually looks quite cute. So I'm going to just kind of loop this on here, keeping in mind we do want it to be on the actual paper. We want to keep it on the card. So I'm just going to just loop it up like that. Okay, and then I'm going to add my dimensionals over top. Right, and then I can kind of contain the twine at the back. So I'm helping kind of pin it down too. Like that. 1, 2, 3. One cute little apple. Put it right there with all our little twine. And then you could cut additional apples, and you could definitely put like the other half of an apple. Oh, look at that. I got something on it. Where did that Merry Christmas? Oh, you know what? That must have been on the original scrap piece. I might have to line that with something. Can't have Merry Christmas on the inside of that card. The other part of it is probably on the inside of a different card. See, I should have checked. Okay, there's a reason why that big piece of white paper was a scrap. All right, so there's our little hello. There is our apple, and I'm gonna pull in just some dots here. Don't even know if these ones are current or not, but I spotted them. They had the green, and I wanted to add a little bit more green onto these cards. So there is, we'll add maybe a little dot on the apple too. So there is our cute little apple one. Isn't that sweet? Yes, I make mistakes all the time. So look at that. This is going to go in here. Let's see if it fits perfect. Of course, we have embellishments hanging out, but once you get it in there, look, it fits perfect. There's our first one. Adorable. If you wanted to, let's see, you could definitely cut another apple. I'm going to do it from the top. Let's see. I mean, this is if you want to go that extra mile, which, of course, you've got all the scrap. Why not? But you could cut your apple. I won't bother cutting out the other fruit during the video just because it might take a little longer to cut out all of our fruits, but you could take this apple and then you could glue it onto just the top of the envelope like that, so that when you go and close it, then you can seal it off with a little apple on it. Okay, so you got your apple inside and you got your apple on the outside. Voila. Okay, there is card number 1. All right, let's do our kiwis. We're gonna do a little, let's do the just because I care. Now, for this one, yeah, that one, this will work. So I like to get longer scissors if I'm going to do a longer greeting with a crooked cut, because then I don't have to like, you know, like move the scissors along and try and keep it straight, even though you're cutting it crooked. I like to do just one crisp cut like that. And then, okay, there we go. We're crooked. We're going to add our kiwi onto here. We're going to add a little bit of twine. I've got quite the mess going on now. There it is. It's all hiding. Okay, and we'll add a little bit of this on the back for my twine. In fact, maybe I'll put the twine in behind the greeting this time. I'm just going to pop up a kiwi on the edge. I'm going to switch it up for this one. Okay, so we'll do a little kiwi on the edge. It's living on the edge right there. Okay, and then we're going to add our twine onto our little crooked cut. Again, crooked cut's cute, right? Especially for little note cards. I love the fact you don't have to think about it. Just gonna go like this, loop this around. Again, don't overthink it. Look at that. I'm gonna tuck it in there, and we're gonna add, we need our minis. Add a few minis on here. 1, 2, and 3 should do it. And we're gonna tuck this in behind our little kiwi. Is it gonna, oh, it's just gonna fit. Perfect. Okay, we have got in here, let's use some of this color, whoop, so that it stands out on this one. 1, 2, we'll put one right there. So there is our little kiwi. Again, easy enough to cut a kiwi, use it as a seal. But there you have got your little kiwi card. Okay, now let's finish off our pear. And I'm gonna pop the pear on the side. And you know how I cut? I didn't want to cut into the inside of the paper. I'm gonna make this work by putting this here. Again, popping it off to the edge. And then when I cut this one, I'm going to make it a bit more chunkier. Okay. All right. That works for me. And oh, not quite, because it has to be more flush. Let's see. I wanted to cover up the bottom. I should have kept the edge of this flush. Okay. I know what I got to do. Hold on. I'm going to keep it flush on the one end and then cut it on the other three, just so that it works with covering up our partial pear. Okay, so I'm going to cut it like this. And then I am going to cut it crooked from this point. That way I can cut off my fingerprint I put on there too. There, okay? And that way I can put that flush there like that. We can add a little bit of twine. Are these not adorable? Let's get rid of all of our bits. This is what happens when I get excited creating. Trust me, I just asked Lance. When I get on a creative frenzy, it's not a tidy craft room. All right, so let's add this. You made it. Well, I didn't give you guys too much notice. Just over an hour. Like I said, I ran out today. I had lunch with my Katie Bear. Did a little baby clothes shopping for the neighbor, and got home at like 2 o'clock, so it was a later start. Okay, 1, 2, I am just putting the twine just as it goes on. Sometimes that twine, it just kind of, because it's got some curve to it, right? Does its own thing, and I just work with it. All right, there is our little pear off to the side. Let us have a look and see which dots we want to use. I think I'm going to go green again, and I'm going to put them in some white space here. 1, 2, and let's put 1, 2, and 1 right here. 3. Okay, there we go. All right, let's have a look. I think we did good. Super cute, right? Do you like the wonk? I'm glad you like the wonky cuts, because you know what? You don't always have to be straight. Think outside the box. Think outside the straight and just go crooked, right? So there is our apple in our matching little envelope. Apples on the inside, 1 apple on the outside to seal it. Okay, so there's 1. Here's our kiwi. Again, we can cut a kiwi, make it as a seal there. And there is our kiwi little mini slimlines. Here is our pear. Just like that. And your fruit salad paper. There we go. What do you use fruit paper for? Now you can show her. Absolutely. All right, so I hope you guys enjoyed that. If you just caught the tail end, you can watch the replay and see how we came to our measurements for our card. When you're not quite sure, and I wanted to make an envelope out of these, that's where I was going first, and you want to fit a card inside, then this is a 6x6 sheet is all it took for our envelope. I made the envelope first, took the measurements of the envelope to find out what size card would fit inside, okay, and went from there. All right. Oh, I'm glad. You guys give them a try. Yes, if you earn some celebration paper during January and February, now you'll know some cute, adorable cards that you can make with the envelopes, and then just some white cardstock, because that's all I've got, and some scraps, and then you can cut out little pieces of fruit to decorate them up, okay? It is cute, right? A cute set to give away for sure. So I am going to make, let's see here, a set of 4 of these out of some of the other sheets and a couple of these ones. And I am going to mail out a set of 4 little fruit cards to someone who is watching tonight. So then you will have some measurements, And you'll have, sometimes it's helpful to have an actual physical copy of one of the cards, and it's easy to kind of go from that. Okay, so let's see, we're gonna go with just number 5 tonight. Number 5, and you are going to get a set of 4 little fruit note cards. Okay, Marlene, you're number 1. Let's see, we need 4 more. All right, Marlene's number 1. We have got MC number 2. The orange would be really cute to have that bright orange color paper. It'd be interesting to use that one, right? Okay. Oh, there it was. They're all popping up now. Marlene, MC, Karen 3, Janet is 4, Barb, Donald, you are number 5. Congrats. Barbara is getting a set of 4 fruit cards. Little mini slimlines. Okay, congratulations. All right, I'm going to just head here. Okay, so thank you guys once again for watching another sneak peek. I still have a few more to go for you. We have got, I think we're down to another 5 sneak peeks. So I will be back tomorrow. It'll be 8 a.m. so it'll be earlier tomorrow, and I'm going to be creating with again another product that's going to be released on the 7th. So you guys are getting a good overview of some of the celebration stuff, some of the mini catalog that's coming out, as well as I think tomorrow I'm going to work with one of the new online exclusives that are coming out on the 7th, because there's a beautiful set and it's a stamp set. I'm going to combine it maybe with something we've used here just for a different look, and I hope you guys will join me. Grab a cup of your coffee or tea, whatever it will be for you, and join me at 8 o'clock. You may have noticed in my banner and also in the description there is a link, and on that link you will find the registration for my new I've got both of the cards here, the Toadstool, terrific Toadstool, and here are the first 2 cards for Card Club. I am going to be working on a fun fold for this class as well, and one other card that I'm going to be designing, and I'll show you those samples in the next couple days, but registration is open. I've had a couple people register already. My emails have been going crazy, which is great. If you happen to register for that terrific Toadstool and you click the option to purchase the bundle, which is a stamp and punch, maybe I'll use that tomorrow so you can see it. You will get, instead of 12 sheets of the Toadstool Garden, you're going to get a full package of 48 6x6 sheets, and you're going to get a bonus 2 yards of this beautiful paper, okay, or this beautiful ribbon, okay, that will coordinate with it. All right, so we'll see you tomorrow, and I look forward to you bright and early. Okay, take care everyone, and have a good evening. Bye.